just like his father, Cole, and I think Cole's gonna flex a little dad strength here. Cedric Lapointe, gotta get up and go. Cedric Lapointe is staring down the barrel of an event win. Cole Sager. Alexis Raptis in lane 7 is still out on the competition floor.
Put your hands together for Bethany Shadburn.
Oh, what is up, you sexy beasts? I don't know if you watched much of the West Coast Classic this weekend. I watched all of it, and I watched Fikowski's workouts. He posted them on YouTube. If you haven't seen Fikowski's workouts, you should go watch them. They are world-class performances. And then also watch my mate Nate Edwardson's vlogs with Pat Vellner. Anyway, I say all that to say I'm extremely fired up to train right now, especially to snatch. Watching Brent Fikowski do the snatch workout, it's got me fired up. So I'm gonna kit up and get snatching. 100 max, just work up to a heavy single, and then I'll look at the programming for today. But first, I'm snatching. Hello, boy. Want to say hi to the vlog? Say hi to the vlog. No. Not happy. Just baking in the sun, loving life. We're going for the full black and white combo today. Just black and white everything. And then a little trick I learned from my mate Cam Porter. Take a knee sleeve, double that bad boy up. Pop it on the old pelvis bone and get to snatch. Oh, I'm feeling good today. Feeling 100 kgs coming up. Hungy, feeling a hungy. Feeling good. Tell you what, there's something to be said for putting on gear that you feel good in, you know? Like putting on pants and a shirt and shoes that you just feel good in. There's something to say for it. I don't know. When I feel like I've got good wrist wraps on, good lifting shoes, got the old padding on the pelvis bone, got the thumb strapped up, don't know, just adds confidence to my lift. I've got this really bad habit of just maxing out my snatch once every 2 or 3 months. I haven't done any specific work on the snatch, so there's no reason why I should have improved, other than maybe the other components of my fitness carrying over to my snatch. But I think from memory, the last time I snatched on the vlog, maybe I had 90 kgs and just narrowly missed 95. My all-time Wonder Max is 100 kgs, so I haven't had that in a long time. So I can hit 100 today. Whoa. I'll be a happy boy. Okay, tribe, starting at 85 kgs. Let's see what happens today. Not the cleanest. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Okay, that's 90. The lifts aren't feeling as great as I felt going into it. The smallest jumps I can make is 5 kg jumps, so we're going from 90 to 95. Okay, I just missed 95. I watched the video back. Honestly could have power snatched it. It was so high. So we'll jump straight to 100, save the energy, try and get the triple digits, eh? I honestly feel like I've got the strength. It's more confidence thing dropping onto that bar at that weight. So it's got to channel my inner Brent Fikowski, you know? I'm fine. I'm fine. It's there. Okay, calm down. Not today. Okay, tribe. Here's what's happening right now. I had 3 attempts at 100 kgs, narrowly missed them. I came back in, thought I was done. It's been like half an hour, 45 minutes. Had a look at the videos, and I'm so close to that 100 and I can't let it go. So I'm having some pre-workout, and I'm heading back out there to warm up again because I can't let it go. Look at this pre-workout, it's like rock, literally rock hard. Can't even scoop it, I never use it. But desperate times calls for desperate measures, baby. Never ever follow in my footsteps though. This is not the way to do it. You should really just break down your snatch, actually work on your snatch, and you know, when you do attempt it, just be content with what you hit. Have one session, don't go back half an hour later with pre-workout in your system. I'm just showing you what not to do. Oh, it's nice. But hey, if I hit it, it's gonna make for a great vlog. Man, I tell you what, that's not easy getting back into the mix after cooling down. But I just hit 85. So let's see how we go. Hopefully it's going to be 90, 95, 100, done. 3 lifts. Oh, what was that? Slap on another 5. See what happens. This is literally the worst. Just way too stubborn. So I just missed 95 again. It felt so good. So I'm skipping it again. I know I can snatch 95. Going straight to 100, baby. This is it. 3 shots, I'm done. One more go. One more go. Come on. That felt so good. Okay, team. I'm already ashamed of this whole situation. Tape the hand up. This is it. This is my last go. Let's go. One more. Yeah, I think it's time to call it, eh? I think it's time to call it. What an idiot, man. What an absolute idiot. Whoo-wee. That just escalated and it just didn't stop. It just continued to escalate for a long time, way longer than it should have. I'm normally a pretty sensible guy, you know. I used to be a CrossFit coach. I coached for like 8 years, and I always had a rule at my gyms that when we're doing max lifts, you have 3 attempts on each weight at max. Once you miss it 3 times, you are done. And I've always, for the most part, I've always played by that rule. I've had a few little moments where I've had, you know, a little tension with myself, and today I just could not let it go. I don't know what it was. I kept looking at my videos going, the bar is so freaking high. You've got this. Just drop under it, snap the elbows. You've got it. And it just kept going. I don't know how many attempts I took today at 100 kgs. I would say it's upwards of 15 to 20 reps. So I guess a positive out of that is I had some nice heavy snatch pulls for the day. Oh, honestly, such a muppet. But when I went out there for the second time, I said to myself, you are just doing this, like you're just trying to get the snatch to have a good, like a feel-good story for the vlog. So if you don't make it, you have to post the attempt and you have to post a video about your failures because you're just doing this for the vlog. And it's true. I was just trying to snatch it so I can post a video of me snatching 100 kgs and have a cool vlog up. And that is just the reality sometimes. You know, your ego takes over and you do things you regret. You do things you're ashamed of. And I'm definitely not proud of that whole saga just then. Very ashamed, but content at the same time. Like, it's not a big deal at all, but I just could not let it go today. So that's a lesson for me, maybe for someone out there, but I'm gonna go back to my rule of no more than 3 attempts per weight. And after today, I'm not gonna go back to a Wonder Max or a heavy snatch for a long time. I'm gonna work some lighter and moderate weights and just make sure I get down to that squat, because that's my downfall. I get the bar high enough, but I just don't commit to the drop under, the squat under. So anyway, let's put that behind us. Maybe give me a like for the effort, for the commitment to the cause, even though it was idiotic. Maybe tell me in the comments, have you had these moments where you just cannot let something go and you just try again and again and again and again? I was convinced I was going to make it. Let's move on. Semi-finals. It was an incredible weekend. And in fact, that whole Wonder Max snatch attempt was inspired by this weekend's CrossFit activities, specifically Brent Fikowski's performance, amazing performance on the snatch event. This got me fired up and inspired to get out there and snatch. Let's have a quick look at the Atlas Games qualifiers. No real surprise here on the men's side. We had Pat, Jeffrey, Samuel, Alex and Brent. qualifier there. Now, Brent, coming into the last day, I believe, was sitting in 7th place. I predicted in a previous video, based on the workouts that came out for the online semi-finals, that Brent would win this one, the semi-final. He came 5th, so at least he qualified, but not quite the performance that I thought. Those first 2 events really hurt him. He got a 19th place in Friendly Fran, and then a 12th place in the second workout, which I thought he would win or do really good at. I would not have picked him to win the Snatch event. I knew he'd do well, but he had an amazing performance in that Snatch event, getting 20 reps, I believe, at the heavyweight, so 50 reps in total. And then he backed that up with another first place finish in the rowing event. I was then very nervous for him going into Gretel. It's one of those workouts where you just don't know who's going to finish where. So he had a 4th place finish there, which secured that 5th place for him. So I'm just over the moon for Brent qualifying. He is so much better in person at the games. So Brent, buddy, proud of you, happy for you. Guys, just a side note, if I talk about specific athletes like Brent Fikowski or Noah Olsen or James Newbury more than other athletes, it's just because I know these guys personally, I consider them friends, and so I keep an eye on their performances probably more so than others. And then there are some athletes that I'm not that familiar with, so I don't mean to disrespect any of the other athletes, but there certainly are some athletes that are my favorites, and they get more limelight. Limelight? Is that a thing? Yeah, they get more limelight on this channel because of it. So Brent is certainly one of those. On the ladies' side at the Atlas Games, these are your female qualifiers. We had Caroline, Mackenzie, Bailey, Emily, and Sydney all qualify. Now my buddy Nate Edwardson, who runs a great YouTube channel, he hung out with Emily and Pat all weekend. So if you want to see a bit of behind the scenes of Emily and Pat throwing down, you can go and check out his channel. We also had the Asia Invitational this weekend. It was an online semi-final. Now, I'm not familiar with many of the athletes in this region, but the name on the men's side that I do know is Roman Krinikov. He actually came 13th at the games last year in stage 1, the online portion of the games. He also won the regional in 2018, but he's never been able to actually make it to the in-person games for various reasons. So it'll be cool to see if Roman can actually make it over to the games this year and compete. And then also very excited to see how the other athletes in this region stack up against the rest of the field at the games. And then the big show this last weekend was the West Coast Classic. Let me know down in the comments if you guys watched the live feed at the West Coast Classic. What did you think of it? Overall, I thought it was a pretty good show. It didn't look like there were that many spectators from what I could see. But nevertheless, some great athletes, great workouts, and it was very enjoyable to watch this past weekend. On the ladies' side, I kind of expected Carrie Pearce or Danny Spiegel to win this. So to see Bethany Shatbourne come through and win this was incredible. Bethany, Carrie Pearce, and Danielle Brandon, they all trained together in Vegas, so they had the kind of home crowd advantage, I guess. But those 3 ladies are weapons, and all 3 of them are going to be names to watch at the CrossFit Games. I know Danielle Brandon, she was on the demo team at the Games last year, and she talked a little bit in one of the commentary pieces about, testing out the workouts last year as a demo person and seeing how she stacks up. But I can imagine, being at Aromas with those 5 top athletes and doing the same workouts and just kind of being in that environment, I can imagine she'd be pretty hungry to get out there and compete. So I've got my eyes on Danielle Brandon. She's extremely athletic. And then my girl Danny Spiegel punched ticket in 4th place. It was a battle for that 5th spot between Regan Huckabee, who's a Invictus athlete and a training partner of Danny Spiegel, and Alexis Raptis, just a young 22-year-old, I believe, out of Training Think Tank. And she had an incredible performance all weekend, but especially on event number 6, which took the win and the push-pull event. So I really hope that Alexis can punch her ticket through the last chance qualifier, because she's certainly a very capable athlete. On the men's side, big Cole Sager. Being a dad, I just love seeing dads do well in the CrossFit space. And Cole's a new dad, and so just awesome to see him dominate the weekend. He won by, 40 points? Just about 40 points. My man Noah in 2nd place. He looked pretty safe all weekend. And then Sean Sweeney, the CrossFit Cowboy, is back. Pumped for him. Will Morad, he's one of the proven athletes. He had to work pretty hard for that spot this weekend. He dug himself a bit of a hole early on, but then came through and won event number 6, the pull push event. And even though he finished 18th in that final event, still managed to take 4th place. And then Brandon Luckett, if you watched the weekend, you would have seen that he hyperextended his elbow on the Snatch event, which is the very first event of the weekend. And it looked like the weekend might be over for him. But Brandon kept fighting throughout the weekend and punched that 5th place ticket just ahead of youngster Dallin Pepper, who was just a rig for a 19-year-old. He's married at 19, but that rig, he's just, Dallin is another athlete that I really hope makes it through that last chance qualifier. He's got so much games experience in the teen side, so it'd be great to see him throw down with the big dogs in person at the games. And just like that, the semi-finals are done. Next on the agenda is the last chance qualifier. So basically everyone who finished 3 places outside of the qualifiers will all compete online. I believe it's 30 men and 30 women. Will compete online again in just a couple of weeks' time to see who will make it as a last chance qualifier. I think there's 2 male and 2 female spots, maybe 3. No, I think it's 2. I think only 2 out of the 30 go to the game. So it's going to be pretty fierce competition, and my attention, my heart, my eyes are on James Newbury, of course. He's probably the athlete that I'm most emotionally invested into. So James, buddy, please, bud, just do it for me, for my anxiety and my nerves. Just do it for us, okay? Just punch a ticket. James actually has flown over to be with Coach Shane Orr and Tia and the rest of the Proven crew there in Asheville. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can punch his ticket. Okay, tribe, I'm gonna go and take care of this hand, cut that skin off, and go and repent for my sins. You stay sexy, keep roaring love, and I'll see you real soon. Mwah!